friends, happy Monday, happy beginning of the week. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I'm glad that you're able to join me in this project. Once you hop on, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you are watching from. I happen to be in Central Kansas. Also, real quick, I just want to let you know that I am live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be viewing and commenting from a different platform. Also, if you are in my private Facebook group and you're watching, which I need to check and make sure that we are streaming there, there is a permission link in the description of the video. If you wouldn't mind clicking that link, that just allows StreamYard to pin your profile name and pic to your comment. Your choice whether you want to click that link or not. If you don't, however, you will show up in my comments as Facebook user and I won't know who to say hi to. So let's say hi. I see that Margie is watching. I know you've told me before how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Margie, welcome. I'm glad that you are here this evening. Just real quick, I'm going to check because I had to change the time earlier. It doesn't always. Yep, it's working. That's all I needed to check. So again, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you are watching from. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. If at all during this project this evening, if you like what you see and think that others could get value from it, it would help me a lot if you spread the chalk love around. Hit that like button, hit that heart button. If you do spread the chalk love, make sure to tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. I would greatly appreciate your support. With that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera and show you our project for this evening. Let's flip that around a bit. Okay, so our project tonight it's monthly, #monthly transfer Monday. So we are using, excuse me, the Botanicals transfer from the Club Couture DIY subscription kit this month. I used it last week as well. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch that video. And I'm going to, excuse me, pair it tonight with this top transfer, You Belong Among the Wildflowers. This is from the size C. Look on the sunny side transfer. This one is in low quantity, so if you do want this transfer, I would hop on and purchase it. I also need to check to see if the Easter and religious transfers are still 50% off. I believe they are. I looked this morning, they were. So this one is a great value. It is a size C transfer. I believe it's $24, $23.99, $24. But you get 4 different designs. You belong among the wildflowers. Look on the sunny side. Blossom, flourish, grow, and thrive. And bunny trail, hop this way. Cute little spring and Easter transfer. Hello, Facebook user, whoever just hopped on. So I'm definitely going to use this one. I might also, I don't know, we'll have to see. I think we'll just use this one. So I have already marked the back of this transfer because it is reusable. I do also want to mark the back of this transfer. And I'm just going to put, wildflowers up here. I may separate this transfer, which means I might cut it into separate pieces, mainly because these 2 are Easter and these 2 are flowers. And I can store them differently. But you do notice that this transfer has suggested cut lines. For right now, I'm going to leave my backer sheet intact, but you're welcome just to cut along that line. But I'm going to score it if I can get a hold of it. I'll try to roll. There we go. So I'm just going to lift it up off the backer sheet, place my transfer trimmers underneath, and I'm just going to score along that cut line. And I did forget to tell you why I write the name of the transfer on the back. So these are sticky back reusable silkscreen transfers. You can reuse them about 8 to 12 times depending on how well you take care of them. So when I'm finished using this transfer, I can wash it with water. When it's dry, I need to put it back on this backer sheet. And so that I know which side is the back side, you can just write backside or the name of the transfer on the back. That way I know that I need to restick it on this side. Okay, so we'll use this one in just a bit. I'm going to put it to the side. And I'll tell you a little bit about Club Couture at the end of the video. I also have a legal size clipboard. So this isn't a standard clipboard, which is probably about 9 by 12. This one actually is for a legal size notepad or paper. So it is 15 inches long and about 9 inches wide. So we'll be chalking on the front in a little bit, but I have actually already pre-painted the back side. I'm ahead of the game. I've pre-painted it. I've already waxed it, so we are ready to go. So I just taped it off. I wanted kind of that color block look. I used the Waverly chalk paint in the color Dusk. It's kind of a bluish gray color. So it's really pretty. So I've waxed it. I'm ready to go. So what I'm going to do the Wildflowers kind of at the top of the clipboard. I'm actually going to break the transfer apart. So I'm going to break the design apart, and then I'm going to put the stems kind of down here. And then in between, I'm going to put the text. So I'm going to put "You belong among the wildflowers." So the text is going to break up the design of the stems. So I'm just going to pull this off and leave it. I also have, let me just do it this way. I've kind of pre-measured because I know I need 3 lines out of this. Like each line is roughly 1 inch. And then this bottom line is about 2 inches with a little bit of gap. So I'm going to leave myself at least 4 inches. So I'm just kind of trying to, well, I don't really need that. I just need to measure. So actually, I think I'm going to chalk the text first. So I need to bring out, wrong towel. I need to bring out my fuzzing cloth. This one is fairly sticky. So I'm just knocking back a lot of that lint, or a lot of the adhesive with the lint that is on my towel. And I'm doing that to protect my painted surface, and I'm doing it to protect my transfer as well. I don't want the transfer to pull off any wood fibers, and I don't want my painted surface to stretch or distort my transfer. So I need, just trying to, so I think to find the center of the "You belong," I'm going to match the Y up to the G, right sides together, and I'm just going to give that a little pinch so I can kind of see up here where my center of that particular design goes. And that should be at about 4.5 roughly. So it needs to come over quite a bit. That is close enough. So I'm going to start there. I'm just going to burnish the You Belong. And then I'm going to get out my white chalk paste. Brand new. And get a squeegee. So this is chalk paste, so it's just chalk in kind of a wet form. So I'm just going to dip my squeegee into the chalk paste. And I'm just going to do the You Belong. So I'm just dragging it down, my squeegee down the silkscreen area. Making sure I cover all of the letters from tip to toe. So I'm just going to gently pull that off. And then I'm going to dry that. So we've got the You Belong. And then let's get our transfer back out. And again, I'm going to try to find the center again by lining up the A in among and the E in the in the. Blah, blah, blah. Say that enough times. And then that is pretty close. So I'm just trying to make sure it's even. So I'm going to burnish among and the down. I'll do the same thing, grab some white chalk paste. So how was everyone's weekend? Okay, so there is among the. Let's pull that off gently. Let's get that dry. Jason said his weekend was great. He had a good trip to the in-laws. Yep, we went to the big old town of Larned this weekend. Saw my parents. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with Wildflowers. I'm going to put both ends together and kind of put a crease in there so I know where the middle is. Now, I don't think the whole thing is going to fit, so we're going to have to cut off a little bit of the tails, which I'm okay with. So not all of the tails are going to fit. And then how much room does that take up total? Oh, good. So it's not going to take up as much room as I was planning, which is a good thing. So that'll leave more room for the actual flowers. So I burnished that down. So I'm just going to grab some more chalk paste. So I'm just evening out my squeegee lines because those will show if my paste dries. And I don't want that. Let's just pop that lid on. And we'll pull this off. I love that script. It is so pretty. Got things falling over. Jason says it's beautiful but so far. So there is our clipboard so far. Just trying to decide if I want to clean that now. Just because the transfers are easier to clean when I'm done with them, let's go ahead and clean that one. That way I can also show you how easy peasy it is to clean the transfers. So I just have a water source. You can use the utility sink, a kitchen sink, a bathtub. You can use a spray bottle, whatever works for you. Sometimes I just bring this little tub in with me while I'm working. Other times I take it to the sink. So I'm just kind of rubbing the chalk side of the transfer on the bottom just to kind of start breaking up some of that chalk paste. I also have a board eraser. This is one of the easiest ways to clean the transfer. So I'm just going to use the board eraser and wipe off the paste on the front side. And then I'm going to flip it around. I always just like to go one direction. Keeps me from wadding up my transfer. So we've gotten the front side. And then I'm going to flip it over so that we can also wipe off the back side. And that helps release the rest of that paste from the silk screen. Uh-oh, what was going on with my camera? Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side so I don't spill it. Okay, so I'm just going to get a disinfecting wipe out. So I'm just going to wipe off the sticky side with a wet wipe or with a disinfecting wipe. That's going to help remove some of that lint that we put on there. And then I'm going to leave this to air dry for about 15 minutes, and then we can put it back on the backer sheet when we're done. So So I'm just going to lay all of this over here. Oops. Put that somewhere. Okay, so now I've got that out of the way. So let's bring our clipboard back in. I just have these pieces of board so that I have an even surface because I have this clip on the back side, or actually technically on the front side. Okay, so let's bring in this. So I'm going to put most of the flowers up toward the top. And I was going to try, I think I may just do all white, to be honest. I was going to try to extend this color up into this side, so everything above the blue line would be blue, everything above this line would, below this line would be white, but I'd have to do some color mixing. So I think we'll just do white. So let's remove the backer. Put that to the side, and we will fuzz this transfer because it is sticky even though I've already used it. And let's get, I have some scrap backer sheets that can help protect that down there. Oh, piece of paper towel. So let's put move that down just a skosh. Okay. And if you're wondering why I have this piece of tape here, this is one of the newly manufactured transfers that this is that copyright information. On some of the newer transfers, you'll have a black label on your package that reminds you that this copyright information is also a silkscreen. So if you happen to paste over that, you will put that design on your project. So I have mine taped over. Trying to decide, I think I might leave the butterfly off tonight, which means I'm going to just put a piece of tape there to remind me not to paste. If I do put it anywhere, I'll put it on. No, we'll leave it on there. Because then I can put it on the front too and it'll tie, maybe tie everything together. So again, I've pulled out a small squeegee. This one's a mini. This one's the small one. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to drag my squeegee down that silkscreen material. I also did wax the top portion of the clipboard. Just there were some rough places where I had removed a price tag, kind of a brand sticker, so it was a little fuzzy there. So to alleviate any issues, I just waxed the top as well. So I'm going to try to even out my squeegee lines. I have a lot. Okay. see what that looks like. So far, so good. So let's flip that over and let's give this a dry. No, well, they're all like that. Jason's saying he's assuming that's a mistake on the manufacturer's part. It's just the way they are choosing to create the transfers. So there's multiple manufacturers of the transfers, and Couture did that just to make sure that if there were ever any more pandemics or more supply chain issues, that they had another manufacturer in their back pocket, and that's just the way that manufacturer is choosing to treat that copyright line. Hey, Bonita, you are not late. You are fine. Come and go as you need. So it is monthly, #monthly transfer Monday. So we are using the Club Couture transfer. So what and we're using this legal sized clipboard. So I basically just kind of want to, I'm just laying that there so I can kind of just basically, and I think I'm going to use the Keep Breathing on the other side. Okay, so that's pretty close. How much? Oops. I'm calling that good. So I'm just extending the design, and it's mainly just going to be the stems down. It's going to look a little weird, but it'll be okay. So then we'll just do the stems. So let's bring out Mr. Mini again and just use what we have. On there. I just want a fairly straight line. So these clipboards would make fabulous gifts for teachers, coaches, all sorts of people. Okay, so there's that. Let's pull that up, see what we did. Okay, so we've just kind of extended the basic design. I probably should have moved it up a little bit, and I could, just because there's a lot of space right there, which I can still do that. So I painted the clipboard with this dusk Waverly chalk paint, and then I waxed it. Let's bring this back in. Let's see. It was always fairly easy to put the transfers back down, but since they're super see-through now, it's a lot easier. So I'm just going to bring the white up a little bit more. I'm not going to have the great straight lines that I had before, but actually, let's I think I'm going to put that little flower there just to give a little bit of detail down here. Oh, I have made a mess. Okay, let's dry that. That looks a little better. And I could even bring, like, I can later on go in and bring a few of the leaves down. Like these leaves would be cute down here. I could put a leaf down here. I could put one down here. Let's just do that. So let's open up our paste again. Okay, so let's pull in and I just got out a multi-tool because I don't need a whole lot. Perfect. That looks much better. Now it doesn't just look like some random streaks down below. Let's bring in shouldn't have picked that one. That one's a little close to the flower. So we're going to do the same thing up here. I'm a little over on that one, but that's okay. Okay, let's give that a dry. I need about 8 more hands. Okay, let's pull in one of these up here. Ooh, way too much. And then let's put this one. I can't see. I'm being daring not drawing that other one before I put this one down. Living on the dangerous side. Living on the wild side. That looks much better. I like that. Definitely ties in the stems at the bottom. And then let's go in on this side. And put in that one. We're going to do a little bit of detail to the front, but not much, since most people will have papers there. Okay, try that one. And it might also look better, hindsight is always 2020, to bring this stem down, since there isn't anything here. Like the text is breaking these two flowers up, obviously, but it's not here, so you could truly extend these two as well. And then let's put this bloom on there. You could also, just on this back side, just do this transfer only. And on the front side, since most people will just be using regular size paper, because this is a legal size clipboard, you could have put the text along the bottom on the front as well. I think later I'll come back in and I'll try to extend the flowers here, but you get the point. Hindsight, I definitely should have brought it down. Okay, so let's, someone is commenting, that's pretty, thank you. So let's put this aside for just, well, let's dry this real quick. Okay, so I'm going to remove these because these were just keeping my clipboard level. I'm going to put a towel down because I certainly do not want to scratch this back side. So we're going to work just a little bit on the front. So I'm hopefully can, I think I'm just going to put this little flower right here on the front. Hopefully my paste has not dried. So much that I can't push any more through. We'll give it a whirl. All else fails, I can sand it off. I'm just going to put one flower here. Hopefully this will still allow me to push some paste through. It appears so. Okay. The only other thing that I want to do can't decide. I think I want to paint this. So I want to attach this heart up here with some beads as well. And I think I'm going to leave the beads natural, but I think I want to paint the heart. And actually, these are two Dollar Tree Cheapo Depot hearts, but I think I'm going to eventually glue two of them together. But I think, should I paint it, the heart, this dusky color or dusk color, since I'm leaving the beads natural? I think is what I need to do. So while you're deciding whether I should paint that heart, I'm going to clean my transfer. We're not quite done with it, but I want to get as much of that chalk paste out of there as I can, and clean up my desk a little bit. I just don't want all that sitting there. So let's move that to the side. Let's bring our water source back in. Let's get that wet. I just want to use there's a little phrase at the bottom that says just breathe. And I'll use that on the heart, but let's first, I think it's safe to put this one away. I have learned with these this new manufacturer not to put your transfers back on the backer sheet wet, because it will warp the backer sheets, and then your transfer will lie really weird. So I do air dry them a bit. Okay, so let's bring our board eraser back in. Bonita says she votes for a dusk blue heart. Okie doke, there's one vote. It shouldn't take too long to paint. I can just paint one side now, and then I wanted to use a tag, but all my tags are too big. Okay, whew, that chalk paste has dried. So I'm just using the board eraser to try to get off as much of that chalk paste as I can. And if it doesn't all come off from the silk screen while you're washing the front side off, it should come off on the back side. That seems to be the trick these days, is to make sure that you're also using the board eraser on the back side. And that helps to release the rest of that paste. Jason says he votes with Bonita, a dusk blue heart. Okay. Oops. think I got most of that out. So again, I'm just going to take my disinfecting wipe and try to get any leftover paste and any lint off of the backside. Okay, so I'm going to stick, because I want to use this again, I'm going to use the microfiber side of my fuzz cloth to dry this. So I'm just going to fold it. That'll work. Just sandwich it in there. And that'll dry while we're painting that heart. Okay, let me just get a paper towel. Oops. Put everything away so I don't have a big old mess. Okay, so let's grab one of these. I'm going to paint this super quick. So here's that color. It's kind of a blue-gray color. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to paint both, but I won't glue it till later. And we'll just attach one side of the heart today. But off camera, I'll glue them together and then reattach it. It's just, they're super thin. I mean, that's probably a 1/32 or a not even, or 3/32 or a 1/16. It's super thin. So this will probably need 2 coats, because this paint I noticed was kind of streaky. So I'll dry this coat and then we'll do another one. Okay, let's dry those. If you like that color, it is very pretty. But Waverly has come out with a lot of kind of the some more muted colors. Like there's a cashew, and I think a sand, very kind of boho. This one's one of them, this dust blue. Let's put on one more coat. I'm going to shake it though. Some of the color separates, I've noticed. Okay, so we'll do the second one. Okay. Rinse off my brush. So it doesn't get stiff. I'm going to give this one, to look for it, a little bit of a sand. Just because it's a little rough. Let's wipe that off. And actually, let's just go ahead and do the edges while we're at it. Oops. Just sanded my manicure. Okay, so we'll put that one away for later. It's just going to be the back side. Let's bring in nope. Well, probably should. It's going to live dangerously. Just going to get a tiny bit of wax, not a lot. That's that. Okay, so now let's pull, see if our transfer is dry. Yep. So I'm just going to use, it says just keep breathing down at the bottom, right along here. And I'm just going to fuzz it a little bit. I'm going to throw these in my water. I swear, I'm a mess. You can't take me anywhere. So we're, so I think we're also going to have to break this text up. So I'm going to put just keep and then breathing on a different line. I'm going to put that there so that my transfer doesn't totally stick to the... So I'm going to put the word breathing first just because it's the longest. I'm not for sure why that matters, but you see, you can still see that. Okay, so we're just going to do the breathing. Way too much. outside of how easy these are to use and easy they are to clean, the third reason that I love these transfers is you cannot get that, let's see if there, you cannot get that kind of detail with a vinyl stencil or a Mylar stencil. I did miss a little bit of the G, but look at that detail. Look how fine that text is. I couldn't even cut that with what my die cut machine. The detail on these transfers and the amount of detail that they can achieve is phenomenal. So I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm probably going to lose, well, phooey. I'm probably going to lose a little bit of the T, which is fine. Probably should have put it like across this way, but this will work. Okay, done and done. And I'll probably just come in with my wet board eraser and just wipe all of this paste off. Oh, it's like, where'd it go? Couldn't find my backer sheet for a little bit. Okay, let's put that to the side. So there, I missed a little bit of the P and a little bit of the K. Otherwise, it's still, look at that. Look at that. Don't look at the manicure, just look at the heart. Okay. I had a great manicure until I started doing stuff. Ashley, my friend Ashley, does a great job. But when I start crafting and break everything. Okay, I think we'll use twine. Maybe not. I like this stuff. Okay, so we're going to bring our clipboard back in. I've got a towel down so I don't wreck the back. That would be sad. I would be sad. Ooh. So I think just trying to figure out how I want to do this. So I'm going to, this is an awfully big hole. That's okay. And again, I'll eventually glue these two together. But for right now, I'll just stick it together. I'll take it apart. And I'm also probably going to seal this with a clear matte spray. Just to protect the design since it will be used. Hopefully it will get used and will be loved. I don't know, my camera's doing something weird. So I'm just putting a piece of tape at the top so I can easily thread my beads. Just kind of make a needle. I'm just going to use 3 of these. I hope farmhouse beads never go away. I love that trend. Okay, so now I got to figure out how I want to connect it. And do I want to add a little tassel up there? I may not totally finish it all the way just because I need to take it apart, but I do think I want to add a cute little tassel up there. But for right now, let's just shorten it up a bit. So I'm just going to knot it for right now. And then let's cut that off. And we'll send that one through. Tie that differently. What is up with my camera? Do you guys see that? Kind of got a glitch in my camera. Or is it just on my end? Okay, that's good enough for right now. You get the idea. Okay, doke. There's our cute little clipboard. Let's do it this way. And I show it. So there's this side. Jason says it's been doing it. I was going to tell you afterward. Yeah, I noticed it when I first got on. Somebody else said they noticed the glitching but figured it was Facebook. And I think it's me. So here is this side of the clipboard. Super cute. And then here is the back side. You belong among the wildflowers. And again, I think I'm going to come in here and here and add a little, maybe like a little bit more of the stem and a little bit more of the leaves just to fill in these 2 little places right here. Yeah, it's super cute. Jason says I should call my IT guy. I'll be doing that. It's probably just a fluke. Who knows? I may have too much sawdust in my camera. Who knows? It may never do it again. Okay. A few quick things. Oh gosh, I've been on an hour. My apologies. I try to make these quick. Just a quick reminder about the Club Couture DIY monthly subscription kit. That is the transfer that we used this evening. It does come with 3 paste singles. The only way to get this design is to either be a Club Couture member or a designer. There is a 3-month minimum commitment to sign up, but you can cancel at any time after the 3 months. It is $21.99 US, $27.99 Canadian. And this month's paste colors are Camel, Papaya, and Shimmer Melon. So if you have any questions about that, put club in the comments below. If you haven't taken advantage of this month's Transfer Palooza, anytime you buy 3 transfers, you get 1 free, and you can stack that. So if you buy 6 transfers, you get 2 free. And club members, you get an additional perk this month. If you spend $100, Then you get a free transfer tote and a fuzz cloth. Also, the color of the month is Academia. It's a really pretty blue-green teal color. It's a little more, it has a little more green in it than the current Tide color, but you can unlock the ability to purchase this color of the month by submitting a $75 order, and then you can order up to 3. We also have a 20% off Try Me kit. This month's Try Me kit is the Happy Easter Swirls. So you get the 5x7 transfer, you get the 5x7 double-sided box frame, you get 2 chalk paste singles in Bumblebee and Peony, and you also get a mini squeegee. It's a great way to try Chalk Couture products if you choose not to do the club membership or a designership. And then this, I have to change this slide. This Premium Perks pack is not available, but there is a fabulous Spring 2023 Perks pack available, and I will update that screen later. Let's go back to the comments. Jason says, love the project. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it was a long video. I'm super pumped about how it turned out. If you want to make one, I would be more than happy to show you how. I have a few of these clipboards as well that I'd be willing to sell at a great price. So I should be, oh wait, we also have to do a giveaway. Before I do the giveaway, I will be live again on Wednesday, so be checking my Facebook page, Robin's Egg Blue Creations, on Wednesday morning for the live check-in question. If you answer that question and play along with us, then you will be entered to win the gift away prize that I will be giving away that night on the live. So I also have one tonight. So thank you so much for commenting this morning on this morning's live check-in post. So let's go to screen share. And let's do a tab. Share that. Oops. So let go. I can remove that. Okay. So I need a drum roll. Let's go to start. Oh, I'm not winning. Let's try again. Bonita is the winner. Congratulations, Miss Bonita. I will get with you and get your Happy Meal, your gift away Happy Mail dropped off to you probably sometime this week. It might be, I'm at Woods and Durham at least once a week. So if it's not this week, then it'll definitely be next Tuesday because I have to drop off stuff to Woods and Durham. But congratulations to you being the Happy Mail gift away winner this evening. Again, check back on Wednesday morning on my Facebook page. Play along with our fun little check-ins that morning, and then you too might be able to win a Happy Mail gift away in the live on Wednesday night. So for this evening, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope to see you on Wednesday. Have a great week, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.